Welcome to the Education Corner, where I help you make sense of a nonsensical world. Today we're going to talk about chickens. Why is the price of meat chickens not going up while eggs are skyrocketing in the States? And also, why is it that the Canadian prices are so much cheaper than the American prices when it comes to eggs? First off, there's two types of chickens. You have your broilers and you have your pullets. Broilers are chickens that are raised for meat, and it typically takes about 30 days to raise them from a chick all the way up until they're ready for harvesting. Generally speaking, they're not transferred very much past the time that they're a chick to the time that they're harvested. This means that if you have to off your entire flock due to one of them getting infected with bird flu, you can regrow a flock in 31 days. Pullets, on the other hand, are often transferred from sites to sites once they reach maturity. They also have a longer period in which that they can become infected. Because it takes 8 months for a pullet that's an egg layer, for them to reach the age of egg laying, and they're usually kept in service for approximately 2 years, there's a much wider time that they can become infected with the bird flu. The other problem with the egg layers is that if you have to kill off your entire flock, you're having to wait 8 months until you have a new crop of chickens that's ready to lay. So why are we seeing such a difference in the stability of egg prices in Canada versus the United States? One of the major factors in this is the size of a flock. In Canada, the size of our flock on average is about 25,000 chickens, whereas the flocks in the States can be 4 or 5 times that. Which means that when a flock gets infected with bird flu, that means at least one chicken in the flock gets infected, they usually have to put down all of the chickens that are in that flock. Losing 25,000 chickens from a supply chain rather than 100,000, 150,000 is a lot less shock to the system. Canada also has a supply chain network so that if we have a shortage in one area or one province, that supply gets filled in by other provinces. Why are birds not getting infected as much? One of the reasons is we have very detailed tracking of the virus throughout Canada, and the other is that our farmers take extreme precautions when handling with their chickens. So before they go into the egg-laying areas, a lot of farmers will actually go through the trouble of changing all of their clothes just to make sure that they don't bring anything in. So to recap, the reason why meat is not experiencing the same shocks as eggs is because the chickens live less long, have less opportunity of being infected, and it takes less long to regrow the flocks for meat production.